Hello and welcome. My name is Charles, and in this video what we are going to look at is hacking into Windows 7 without any user interactions. Okay, my machines are up, so what we are going to do is we are going to use the hacker tools from NSA that was released by the shadow brokers. We are going to hack into Windows 7 without even knowing the password or the username. This tool is known as eternalblue-doublepulser. I'll provide the link to where you can download it in the description. And if you don't know how to use it or to put it into your Kali Linux machine, you can Google it or you can ask me to show you in another video. Just comment it down in the comment section. So what we are going to do first, we are going to look at our IP address. So if you look, I've set this to a static IP. Because I didn't want to start installing other things. This is our IP 192.168.10.10, and in our Kali Linux it's 192.168.10.2. So you can see they are in the same subnet. So if you try to ping 192.168.10.10, you can see we have replies, meaning we have connection to the Windows 7 machine. So let's try to hack into it. I'm going to use MS console, which is Metasploit console. So it will take some time. If you don't know the machines which are in the same network with you, then you can try and use Nmap to scan the network and see which machines are there, which operating system they are using. In this tool we are going to use, you can use it in hacking into Windows 7, Windows servers, like Windows Server 2008, 2012. So let's try with Windows 7. I'll provide another video into hacking onto Windows Server 2012 R2. So remember to subscribe to get these videos. Metasploit is still taking time. Okay, we have our Metasploit here. So what we are going to do first, we are going to use an auxiliary, a scanner which you need to use to first know if the Windows you're trying to hack into is vulnerable to this exploit. So we use it's an auxiliary scanner SMB, and since it's an SMB, you can double click into tab to see your exploit you have. So what you are going to use is this one. So it's an SMB MS. That's the auxiliary we are going to use. So if you want to see the options you have to put in, so you type in show options, and you can see the options we have to type in. One, we have to type in, so wait a minute. Just have to expand this a little bit, sorry. Expand it. So what we need to do, we're going to look at the required items here, which are required. We are going to change it's only one thing, the remote host, which is our victim machine that we want to hack. So what we are going to do is set the remote host guess you can see. Let me first clear. Set the remote host to 192.168.10.10, which was our Windows 7 machine. If you can look again, IP config is 10.10. So let's set that into that. Show options. Now, since we have set all, what we are going to do next, so what I'm going to do is run to see if my server machine, the Windows 7, you can see here is 10.10, 192.168.10.10. This host is likely vulnerable to the exploit. So it's Windows 7 Ultimate 7600. Let's look at that 2-bit. Let's look at the properties of the Windows. I guess properties. See if there is the Windows. It is Windows 7 Ultimate, yes. It is 32-bit. Okay. So what we are going to do next, now we are going to use the exploit for exploiting this vulnerability. So yeah, we'll back here and use exploit Windows SMB. I'll provide a video. I'll provide the links to where you can download these programs or these tools. So let's see the options. Okay, you can see here it exploits Windows 7 all service packs 64 and 32. So what we have to change here is, what we have to change here, first we'll change the process injection. The process injection that we inject into is the Windows Explorer, this Windows Explorer. Let us look. Let me show you. Let's start Task Manager, Processes. You can see Explorer is online, is running. So we are going to exploit this. We are going to inject into this process. So let's change that. Set process. Set process. Process injection. Inject into Explorer.exe. What we are going to do next, since we have 32-bit, we ran our system here. There is our scan 32-bit. So we are not going to change the architecture in this exploit. We are not going to change this architecture. So we'll remain with 32-bit. So what we are going to change to put on is the remote host. So we set rhost into 192.168.10.10. And now what we need to do is to run the program, to run the exploit. To see if we are going to have a metaperator shell. Sorry. Let's wait and see. So you can see if you'll have a metaperator shell in which you can use. So you can see here our eternalblue is successful. It has respawned the machine, meaning it is going to launch a metaperator shell for us. Let's see. You can see a metaperator session is open now. And when we look at the system info in this metaperator shell, This is info. You can see it is our Windows 7 machine, the 32-bit. And what you can look at, you can type into help to see what commands you can run. So let's just take a look at some of these commands. You have a lot of commands here. You can background. You can kill the current session, which is the metapress session. You can also kill programs in the Windows 7 machine. You can power it off. You can upload files. With this metapress session, you can use. Let us take a look at the IP config of it, the IP address. But since we know the IP, why should we do that? You see, you can reboot the machine. You can show the process running. Let's do that. There's PS. Now these are the processes running in that machine. Let's try something else. If we had a webcam, you can see we can stream through his webcam. But this is a virtualized machine. Let's grab the screenshot. Let's grab the screenshot of the Windows 7 machine. So we'll do screen shots. So you can see here we have the screenshot. So it is in root. Let's go there to see if it's our, I guess it's this one. You can see it's our Windows 7 machine with the task manager open. These are just but a few of the things you can do. You can go to the shell of the Windows 7 machine. You just type shell with this cd c. So if we look at the content in the C drive, see we have, these are the programs in here, but we have not looked at the hidden ones. But here we can see even the hidden ones. We have the Windows users and etc. So with that, I guess now you know. Remember to subscribe for other videos like this one, and see you in the next video.